Hello, I'm Dawn Lindsley, the Career and Technical Education and Professional Learning Time Coordinator from Manhattan High School. This is my Safe School audit for the fall 2011 semester. Nestled in the Flint Hills of Riley County, Kansas, Manhattan is proud of its growing population, 52,281, a 16.6% increase from the 2000 census. The Little Apple sits in northeastern Kansas, bordered by the Konza Prairie and Kansas River to the south, Fort Riley Army Base to the west, and Tuttle Creek Reservoir to the north. Forbes magazine named Manhattan the best small place for business and careers in 2011. There are a number of things to highlight in the area. Kansas State University was the first land-grant institution, opening its doors here in 1863. This Division I university is part of the Big 12 Conference. Aggieville Shopping District is a well-known tourist attraction just off campus. Fort Riley Army Base was established in the area for over 150 years ago and is the home of the 1st Infantry Division, better known to locals as the Big Red One. Approximately 30% of our student population is military. The Konza Prairie is a great exploration spot for those who enjoy the outdoors. Tuttle Creek Reservoir is the second largest body of water in Kansas and has become widely known in the Midwest as the host location for Country Stampede with some of country music's hottest stars. Our newest attraction is the Flint Hills Discovery Center, opening this spring, intended to inspire people to celebrate, explore, and care for the Flint Hills. NBAF is what is driving the growth in our area right now. The National Bio and Agro Defense Facility is part of the Department of Homeland Security, currently located on Plum Island in New York. It will be a Level 4 biosafety research facility. In simple terms, it's like the Centers for Disease Control for biological threats for our food and animal agricultural supply. A number of other companies are looking to move to Manhattan because NBAF is moving to town. Depending on who you listen to, projections indicate Manhattan could quite possibly double in size within the next 10 years. This information comes from the City of Manhattan, Manhattan Convention and Visitors Bureau, and Department of Homeland Security websites. Manhattan places a strong emphasis on education. There are 3 school systems in town that support pre-K through 12th grade. B Street Design and American Institute of Baking are career-specific post-secondary institutions, and MATC, MCC, and KSU are additional post-secondary options for our students. USD 383 Manhattan-Ogden Schools' mission is to educate each student to be a contributing citizen in a changing and diverse society. We have 6 learner outcomes and 14 goals to support this mission. Manhattan-Ogden Schools take great pride in the many accomplishments. They have currently 20 National Board Certified teachers and 24 Kansas Master teachers. Manhattan High School was named to the High School Challenge list, formerly Newsweek magazine's America's Best High School, for 3 years running. Our Adult Learning Center was also named first in the state by the Kansas Board of Regents. This slide just shows a district map from an aerial view. We cover a large number of miles within our school system that go outside of the city limits. We offer a number of preschool options in our school system. We also have 9 elementary schools, and you can see by the different colors show where their student populations come from. Those elementary schools feed into 2 middle schools, and those middle schools feed into 1 high school with 2 separate campuses. Other services that we offer: before and after school programs with Boys and Girls Club and Extended Learning Time. IQ Academy is our virtual education school. Open Door is a place where high school students can still earn their high school diploma, and we also offer other services such as paraeducator training. Flint Hills Job Corps is listed as our alternative high school. However, there are specific qualifications and guidelines you must meet to attend. We also have an adult learning center that is downtown above the Manhattan Workforce Center, where people can get their GED, take work peace testing, so on and so forth. Manhattan High School, as I said before, is made up of 2 separate campuses. They're about 1 mile from each other. East Campus is our 9th grade center, and West Campus houses our 10th through 12th grades. During the 2010-2011 school year, We had 1,984 students at the high school level, with approximately 150 certified staff and 60 classified staff. Secondary school started in Manhattan, Kansas in 1882 at the location of our current East Campus building. We built our East Campus in 1914 and 1918, and there's also a glassway in between the two connecting the buildings that was built in 1978. Our West Campus building was constructed in 1956 and has had issues with overcrowding. In the 1980s, a second story was built on top of one hallway, and in 1996, 2 middle schools were built, and the 9th grade was moved down to the East Campus building that you see here. We are home of the Indians, and our school colors are navy blue, white, and red. This slide just showcases some general demographics for our student population. We're split in gender, 72% primarily white, 24 low SES, 2% ELL, and 11% students with disabilities. We are an accredited high school, and you can see our student participation. For the first time ever, in 2010-2011, Manhattan High School did not meet AYP requirements. I have since learned that our graduation requirement has met it on appeal. However, we had one subgroup with free and reduced lunch that did not meet the AYP on their math assessments. As you can see from that short video clip, we are in the middle of construction at our school. Our community passed a $95 million district-wide bond issue. $42.4 million is dedicated specifically to our West Campus facility. We started the process in September of 2009 with design. I sit on the building construction committee along with many others, and we should finish our project by 2013. However, we are currently 1 year ahead of schedule. Because we can't stop school because of construction, we've had to do a phasing process. We did not currently have a level 0 or a ground level before, and now we have some. That was finished and opened up this fall for the first time. We had a second level on one hallway only prior to our construction. Now we will have a second level in 3 different hallways. This is a layout of our first level of our main building that we have had in the past, with all of the different phasing that goes into construction and moves. And there's an addition of 94,000 square feet to our building with new construction, bringing our total square footage up to 350,000 square feet. So it's quite significant. You can't really see it in this design, but we have made it so if you place about 10 to 12 people in strategic locations around the building, you can see just about every corridor or commons area. Safety and security was our #1 concern in this renovation project. Removable of friable asbestos, exterior grading and drainage, roof replacement, cafeteria enlargement, restroom improvements, locker room renovation, additional classrooms, building code improvements with sprinkler system and emergency lighting, fire alarm system replacement, technology infrastructure, and energy efficiency with window replacement, light fixture replacement, and boiler system replacement were all parts of our construction renovation project. I have some before and after shots from some of our different places around the building. This is one of our courtyards before, and what it now looks like after. Obviously, line of sight is significantly increased, and we've also eliminated safety hazards by making everything one level. This is just some difference in our storage area facilities. We replaced our boiler system as well as our plumbing and heating and air systems. We changed out our lockers. This is our commons area. As you'll notice before, it had several different alcove areas where people could get caught and others wouldn't see what's happening. This was actually the location of one of the worst fights we've ever had at Manhattan High School a number of years ago. We've changed it to being complete as far as line of sight. We have the library over on this side, which is a wall full of windows, and there's also an administrative office located in the middle of the commons area that can see the commons on this side, and on the opposite side of these black walls is actually the cafeteria area. There's also been some problems with graffiti in the past with our brick walls and sandblasting, and so we have changed out to a wood paneling system, and you'll notice that each of these panels are put on there separately, so if something were to happen, we could just change out one panel at a time. As I stated before, safety and security was our #1 issue with our renovation project. We have 61 security cameras and counting installed. It all feeds back to our new security booth that's located here. The windows allow people in the security booth to have a greater line of sight, and it's one-way glass, so students actually can't see into the security booth. Inside the security booth, all of the cameras are tied into a computer system, and this can be linked to administrator computers, district office computers, and even the Riley County Police Department if we so choose after construction is complete. 4 things located outside the building. We have them in chain link fenced areas to keep vandalism out, but also not have a blinded line of sight for any reason outside the building. Our hallways, the carpet has been removed to reduce mold and help with air quality. Also, the hallways have been made longer, so line of sight is easier from place to place. Our courtyard areas, we have 3 of them within the building. They are surrounded by glass, so light gets out to them at all times and nobody can hide in those areas. We have moved our media center down to our ground level and improved its circulation, and also added a security system for when students go in and out at any set of doors into that area. Science, that department was very inadequate as far as safety and space, and so their renovated space was the first completed in the new wings done. These pictures show our stairway at the end of E Hall. It is our last place of refuge for mobility challenged individuals. They can push this button and get help if it's in the event of a fire. There is a firewall that comes down here, and emergency professionals know this is the first place to go. Our faculty and staff also receive training of how to evacuate a mobility challenged person from the building if that needed to be the case. We also have fire extinguishers and defibrillators around the building as well. We have temporary and permanent signage currently, and this is the front of our school building as people come into the building. We have a 1 entry location after 8 o'clock every morning, and so people have to come through this area to be able to access the building. This is one of our new classroom areas in social science. We have specialty classrooms that have been brought up to code with our culinary arts, and this is our open cafeteria area. Exterior lighting is something that I let our administration know about, and you can see that it has been improved since the start of this semester. The front of the building was fine, but the back of the building you could hardly see. Traffic patterns have been improved through the renovation project with busing and cars not being in the same place. We still have several unresolved issues.